Track deities.
All right, I want to welcome everybody to the Track Deities podcast with John Cosmo at Platinum Rain Studio. So this podcast is brought to you by The Rich with Realness, Realionaire Beat Battle League, May 6th, featuring the Beat Boys versus Sunset Capital at I Am Heyday Studios. Limited tickets, so act fast. Hey, we got the boy D Crews, Darryl Crews in the building.
Yo. Cosmo was good.
Producer, songwriter. What else do you do?
Man, a lot of stuff. I mean, the funny thing is, it's like, I'm really just like, I just do what I want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I make, you know, I started making records, you know, when I was pretty young, you know, writing, producing, performing.
Okay.
And then, you know, I was looking around, I'm like, dog, like, lawyers make $310 an hour, fam. Like, there's got to be a better way. So I started getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the business.
Okay.
Not a lawyer, but you know, overseeing a lot of different things from, you know, music supervision. I mean, you saw what I could do on Love and Hip Hop.
I was gonna say so. The first success that I really seen on like real money was Love and Hip Hop. Season 1, I think, and I think it was on season 2 as well. Mm-hmm. And you are the one that plugged me on that. Exactly. And that was something that changed my life. And so I want to thank you for that. I will always remember that, and I will never be able to repay you for that. But thank you.
It's what family does for family.
Yeah,
and like,
man, I really appreciate you.
But yeah, like, you know, stuff like that. It's just being able to figure out, like, hey, like, I know music. Yeah. I know people that make music. I make music myself. Like, hey, I could probably be, at least, if not a music supervisor, at least a music consultant on a TV show. And, you know, a good number of placements later. I mean, I put numbers on the board over there. I put numbers on the board over there, and there's a lot of people from Washington State that got their music placed on Love and Hip Hop, and you know, that was through when I was really, really, really involved over there.
Yep, you were going hard, man.
The paint.
Yeah,
bro, we was always on the phone like, yo, I need this, this, like,
it was dope.
And I need it today.
It was dope. It was good training. It was like, and I never was happier to have decent internet in my life, because it was like this guy Darryl would be like, I'll send him a track, and then he'll open the email in like 10 minutes. He'll be like, all right, it's cool, but change this, and this, and that. And if you're a producer, you know, sometimes that shit is way easier to say it than it is to do it. I'll fucking knock that shit out and send it back in 20 minutes, nigga. Like,
hardcore.
Done, nigga.
I'll just say this. I've never seen a producer that wanted it more than John Cosmo. Like,
man.
Like, I might have heard a guy who could make a track that, like, okay, you might have got you in a beat battle. But did he want it more? Did he get on the ball, and did he get on the floor for the ball? Didn't get on the floor for the ball. John Cosmo got on the floor for the ball.
Nah, I appreciate that. And that's actually, it's funny, because that's part of the reason why I kind of started this podcast. And I was like, man, I'm going to make sure it's big, because all the people, all the producers, all the songwriters, all the engineers, all the studio musicians that don't really have that, like, a platform, that's what this is. This is for them. And I'm glad that you could be a part of this, the beginning of it, because you know, you're going to help this grow into something big.
Of course.
So I have just a couple of questions. Some music related and some are just more, you know, off the cuff. And I kind of gathered them earlier today. I was thinking just about you and the kind of person that you are, and I was like, man, he's gonna have fun. Some of these questions you're gonna have fun with, and some, because I know you. I told Nudie today, I was like, you're a freaking genius, and so the way that you see things and you explain things, I have to listen sometimes and listen for the real meaning and the extra meaning, because I'm like, man, this guy's super smart. Yeah, it's so deep, you know. But do you have a favorite musical project that you've worked on so far?
No.
No? Okay.
Not yet.
I actually expected that answer, because I know how hard you work and how humble you are. So I know that was going to be something that I didn't really expect a big answer to that. Where do you draw inspiration from to write your songs, as far as the songwriting process goes? And what's your favorite part about the process?
Man, I write a lot of my records just about, it's really about like what I want. You know what I mean? Like it's really about like, what do I want out of life, or what happened? You know what I mean? It's really like what has already happened, and what do I want to happen? Yeah. You know what I mean? And then like, or what do I wish happened? Almost,
are you kind of like alluding to like the you can create it in your mind and create your own destiny type thing?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And also just kind of just creating a world. Like, you know, I grew up by myself. You know what I mean? Like I kind of, you know, I grew up like a lot of people, man. It's like, you know, my mom was on grinding like 2 jobs. Yep. You know, my brother's out, you know, in the streets getting it and doing what he's doing. You know, my dad was a dope fiend. So it's like, I kind of grew up by myself.
Damn, yeah.
And like, so like I had to really like, the only people that I really liked when I was growing up were like people that I saw like on like TV and read about in books. Those are the only people that I really knew, and the only people I really liked. I didn't really grow up with a lot of friends. So like that work, like being able to like go deeper and grow up with that level of storytelling. Like I know every commercial that ever came out in the 90s. Like I know every commercial. I know every commercial, every book, every movie. Yes, you do. Because that's how I spent my time. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm inspired by all that time I spent alone and all the time I had to create things.
Yeah. So like, totally.
So it's just natural for me to like create things that I'm older, because it's like I just done it my whole life.
That's funny that you say that, because you and I have definitely, like, I'll say a half a quarter of a bar of a song of the most craziest genre you wouldn't even believe, from like 3 seconds of like Rocky 3, and this nigga will catch it and then explain the whole scene of the movie, and I'm like, damn nigga, like I'm like 10 years older than you, or like at least like 5-6 years older than you, and how do you know all this shit? But just when it comes to pop culture, man, you never cease to amaze me.
We're trying, bro.
This is a fun question right here. I like to hit people with this one. What is the one piece of equipment or program that you cannot live without?
Oh man. That's a good
got
question.
him.
That's a good question.
Got him.
That's a good question. Blah 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 blah. That's funny. So it's really just one piece of equipment that you couldn't live without.
One. Yeah. Last time I gave the last dude, I told him he could do 2. That was a cop out, man. I'm not doing that shit no more.
No. That's because that's a sucker move. Honestly, I mean,
that was my fault too. I was like, oh.
You know, I mean, honestly, I think the MacBook. I mean,
okay. The whole MacBook. Yeah, that's a good answer.
I think the MacBook. Like, if you got your MacBook on deck, you're blessed.
Yep, you could have GarageBand in that bitch just already in there.
I'm telling you, you got everything in there. You could put the cap locks on. You have your little keyboard, put your little instruments together.
Damn, you're right.
Game on.
That's a good answer.
And you got a mic in there too, so you could sing and do whatever. So
that's a good answer.
At least you could cut demos.
Man, you know, mine that I can't live without. It's gonna have to be and they're not paying me yet, but Ableton.
Okay.
It's just because the way that you're supposed to use it, quote unquote, is it's cool, you know, but it's almost like a blank slate, and you could just do whatever you want with it. And a person that's creative like me, see, the way that I make beats is the way that DJs made beats in the late 80s and whatnot. They're like, sample from this, take this and that, put a break beat, and I'm not afraid to use loops and break beats and this and that, you know, and so that's why Ableton works for me.
It's like an audio collage almost.
That's exactly what it is. And for me, I'm able to keep a lot of the way it allows you to sample drums and stretch drums, I'm able to keep a lot of the sound, like when you sample something and then you're trying to speed it up or slow down.
Yeah, it's just
not
ugly.
not the pitch but the tempo.
Exactly.
You're like, fuck, like,
yeah, because you want to keep you want to just raise the pitch, but you love the tempo that it's in.
Exactly.
You like the groove, but you just like, I just need it in a higher key,
or vice versa or whatever. I mean, nowadays most programs you can do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But let me. Okay. Oh, good one. So, what is the one song that you wish you had wrote? Out of all the songs in the world, it could be any genre. Because I know that you listen and you write all types of genres.
Yeah. Gosh.
Only one.
There's a lot of songs I wish I wrote.
I feel you.
There's a lot of songs I wish I wrote. Let's think. That's a really good question.
I'll give you some time.
That's a really good question. Gosh.
I'll give you some time.
There's a record. So this is just an arcane answer. This isn't there's a record off of Stevie Wonder's Characters album called Free.
Huh.
And it is just such a beautiful, interesting record.
I'm gonna have to Google that one and go to my archives.
The Free.
What do you like about it the most, or what's the
just the way it feels, Sam. I was in LA and I was just riding around. I was just riding around in my Jeep and just like, I was like, man, this feels really nice.
That sounded almost like some R. Kelly shit. He's riding around in the Jeep. You remind me of my Jeep.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's dope, man.
R. Kelly got hits too.
Yeah, let's.
The last time R. Kelly wrote a hit.
When?
Last night. He got hit.
You're dumb. And the fucked up thing about it is that I know you're right. R. Kelly been had hits. Like, let's really break it down. I don't know what Michael Jackson really did. I just know that he was a person that was very eccentric. I think the same can be said for R. Kelly. Like, I'm not sure what he did.
Allegedly,
yeah. But like something is wrong with where it's like these niggas crazy, but like they got great music,
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to talk about R. Kelly publicly.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like all I say is R. Kelly got hits, and anything else we can't really talk about. But the records, craziness.
Hey, you know how black people are too. We're like, if they can't prove it in the court of law, then we're still gonna turn up to your hits.
I mean, bro,
fuck the court of opinion.
I'm like this. If they would have found him guilty, they probably would still be stepping in the name of love, bro.
Oh, of course, man. That shit would still be played at every black wedding,
bro. I mean, stepping in, it's like it's sad. Like it's sad. Like what's been put on the table, but it is what it is.
That's why I will not put that picture of Africa Bambaataa up.
Ooh, that was rough.
Yeah, and
so
I'm not
rough.
even I don't even know what happened. I just thought that's too much controversy.
Yes,
I don't want to step into that.
That's
so
bad.
I'm like, I can't even put the picture up behind me.
That was
he's a motherfucking legend, and I can't even put the picture up behind me now.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah,
that was heartbreaking to hear about all that stuff and all the pain that those people had been going through for those years.
That was crazy.
Because the thing is too, it's like, and that's something that we don't talk about in our community either. It's just like that. Just like the idea that it's like how many young men have been abused in that way and can't and just will not talk about it.
Won't. Yep.
And just will never talk about it.
Yeah, that's very sad. And I mean, I hope that in the future, I hope we have the homosexual community and LGBTQ. I'm not sure how exactly how to say it, and a lot of people, especially in America, we're starting to unify and rise up, and so I think we start to hear more stories from all of us.
Yeah.
And I think that the minorities and the people that are oppressed in the country, I think seeing us come together, I think that's going to help everybody that's ever been hurt in any kind of way.
Yeah.
That has their growth stunted. You know what I mean?
In that way, because I'm telling you, it's like this is not really where I wanted to go with this thing, but honestly, it's just life.
It's real, yeah, it's real,
and it's just like, man, it's one of those things where I pray for people in that position, because the thing is, it's like you kill somebody, they're dead, but if you hurt somebody, in a sexual abuse situation, they have to live with that every day
Yeah.
of their life. They have to wake up knowing that they got abused. And so it's just, I pray for those people all day and every day because it happens way more than you even realize.
For sure. As soon as I can get the show more established, I'm gonna make sure that I stay active in all type of community stuff, and especially advocate for all types of stuff like that, because I mean, we all have somebody in our family that's gone through something like that. So
yeah, it's real.
But just to turn it back around on some music shit. I know that your time is very limited. We talked about that, and you're blessing me. I just have a couple more questions for you,
sure.
and then I can let you get the money. Go back to getting money.
We're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there.
So do you have any advice for young people that want to become a hip hop music producer or a writer? And I know you do a lot of mentoring and stuff.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, this is one thing. I have a lot of things,
Okay.
but it's like,
hit me.
Read Donald Passman. Like Donald Passman, it's like everything you need to know about the music business. At least read that. Read that top to bottom. Understand it too. Like read it and like completely understand it. If you have to read it a couple times to understand it. Understand the basic concepts that are in that book. That's important. 2 is like figure out what a PRO is, because you can't get PAID without a PRO. And
thank you.
And so like ASCAP, BMI, CSAC if they'll have you.
Yeah.
CSAC is kind of one of those things where you got to be working for them to even really rock with you.
Yeah.
But there's ways to get in. I mean, James Lynch and a few other James Leach, not James Lynch. James Leach is, he runs CSAC on the West Coast, and he's black. And if you're working, you can email him.
Yeah.
But ASCAP, BMI are the ones that everybody recognizes for sure. And just honestly, close your eyes and pick one.
Yeah,
I would say if you're doing urban and you're doing urban for real, I would go BMI, just because I think that BMI is stronger in urban right now.
Okay.
If you're going more towards the pop lane, I would go ASCAP.
So, okay, I got a question. What if you're a producer that does both like myself? Would you just get both and send?
You can't do both.
Oh, you can't?
No, sir.
Hey, I don't know how the fuck I didn't know that. But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you niggas out there, some of y'all niggas don't laugh. You just learned that shit for the first time too.
Because
Get
the thing
money.
is, you can be a ASCAP, and you could be an ASCAP publisher and a BMI publisher, but you can't be an ASCAP writer and a BMI writer. No shape, form, or fashion.
Damn. Okay.
No shape, form, or fashion. Because literally, like, if you wanted to be a publishing company and you wanted to have people signed under you, you could sign ASCAP and BMI writers. If you have an ASCAP company and a BMI company, you could sign people on both sides and collect on both sides. But you can't be a writer on ASCAP and a writer on BMI. That's illegal.
Damn, it's illegal. Oh shit, my nigga hit me with the real, like, nah, nigga, you ain't trying to go to jail over the music, right?
No, sir. No, sir.
So what can we expect from you in the future?
The thing is, expect the unexpected, bro. Like, I've been blessed. Like, I've been able to do a lot of different things, and I continue to venture out every day. I mean, like, you look at, some of the collaborations that I've done with visual artists, and supporting like the Color 2017 movement, and some of the things that we're going to be doing internationally over the next, year and a half, 2 years. Like, just be excited and just be watchful. Will Jordan stuff is moving immaculately.
Yep.
The video's crazy.
Yep. I have a interview with Will coming up. I'm gonna put this out first, and put Will out second. I don't know why I'm telling you guys, but I just keep it real like
Why
that.
Why not?
Yeah, I'm just
why,
just
like
keep it real.
like Corrupt used to say, like, why not why?
Yeah, I like that.
I love Corrupt.
Yeah, I like
man. Good
that.
guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep everybody in the loop.
Yeah,
What's
but
popping out here.
so Will is doing his thing, and there's a few other little things that are popping up.
When
just
Will
like when
drops,
when Will drops, it's gonna be dumb.
It's about to be dumb.
It's about to be dumb. So we're just gonna keep it going.
He's been cooking. That boy Will Jordan been cooking.
We like, man, if it's like, man, we got.
You ain't ready.
We ain't got that goose. We got that gumbo. Everything in the pot is hot. Everything in the pot is hot. So just be ready.
But you don't hear me though.
Nah, sir.
Man, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Again for blessing me. People don't know. Me and your great friends, my brother. We talk this money, this business, this real shit all the time.
Yeah.
And this people are just kind of getting a little taste of what we do every single day
Yeah, that's what
since
we do.
I've met you.
That's what we do, bro.
We don't talk about nothing else but how to become better, how to
That's the way.
grow as men, and be better humans, and just rise and get better all together. So,
amen. That's the way.
Yeah, man. So thank you again, and holla at you.
Indeed, and follow. And it's like if you have, if this is your first
one
time.
more thing.
Oh yeah. Well, go ahead.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to make sure that before you leave, you give everybody your.
That's where I was just going.
Yeah,
I was going there.
Yeah.
I was with you. Yeah. If like if you don't follow me on Twitter,
Yeah,
like you should be ashamed.
Uh-huh.
But like everything, like so on Facebook, I'm Darryl Crews, DARRYL CREWS.
Yeah.
And then on every other social media platform, my username is at IamDCrews.
Yes, it is.
And so I'm like that everywhere. So you can find me at IamDCrews on all social media platforms. So give me a shout.
Cool, man. Hey, you guys know where to look for the boy. You guys have some really good knowledge where to start when it comes to songwriting. Do you have any credits? Did you get the award with these guys?
I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't. I was just a manager.
Because I know you were a big part of that.
I was just a manager.
You were a huge part of that.
I was just a manager.
Where I'm talking about William Jordan and Clem Rashad's success they had. What year was that?
2010, 2011, 2012.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, I know you guys out there know about the Fly record. But Darryl Crews was a huge part of that, all that coming together. So yeah, that's another thing if you guys didn't know. So cool, man. Again, thank you. We're about to knock this shit out. It's
Go team.
Yeah, it's about to be a good night.
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.